everybody. Today we are going to make some paper flowers or coffee filter flowers. Whatever you guys have at home is fine. So if you do have coffee filters, you can get a few out. If you don't have any coffee filters, I did for my flower that I just showed you yesterday. I just took a piece of paper and just traced a circle of a bowl that we had at home. And then I just made some paper leaves for my stem because I couldn't find my green construction paper at home. So first off, I'm going to show you what you can do with the coffee filter. So I'm just going to unstack two. Hopefully two. Sometimes they can get stuck. Alright. That's a lot. So I will grab just two. And so when you guys are doing these, you can go crazy. You can just scribble on them. You can put designs on them. You could put funny sayings on them. I'm going to put my tray that I'm going to do it on over here just so I don't get everything all gross. So I'm just going to color it real quick and then I'll show you guys what I made. So for this one, I'm going to do one that's a little just colors in places, nothing too crazy. So I'm going to do yellow in the middle because I want this one to look like it's got the nectar in it. Like most flowers have, I should say. Because not everyone does. So that is going to be in the middle. And then I think I'm going to do a purple flower on this one. So I'm going to put my cap on. And also, I recommend using washable markers. They seem to work the best for letting the flowers bleed. You can use Sharpies or like semi-permanent markers, whatever you guys got at home. Don't worry about going out and buying a bunch of markers and stuff. But I just find washable markers usually works pretty good. So I'm just going to finish doing this real quick, and then I'll show you guys the flower, and then I'll show you the one where I do a design on it. Sorry that you guys can't see my hand. My computer doesn't quite work that well doing that. So here's this one, just a simple design. So I'll put that one there, and I'll show you guys how we're going to do that one. And then this one, I'm going to draw some stuff on there. So maybe I'll put the word love on it. Love. Maybe, ooh, smile. And then I'm going to draw some shapes. So I'm going to draw, oh, that's my fine tip. We need the bigger tip. I'm going to draw a triangle. So I'm going to have a triangle in this one. I'm going to draw, maybe a heart. I'll draw two hearts on mine, and I'll color them in real quick. It's really fun to watch the different ways of doing these and seeing what happens when the color moves. It's like tie-dye. It's pretty cool. So, I'll show you guys this in just a second. Sorry, it's taking me a minute. Alright, and also these are sometimes a nice, fun, thoughtful, homemade gift to give people. I've done that before in the past for Mother's Day or for a grandma or grandpa's birthday, giving them a little flower that you made. And also, if you guys want to, when you do the stem part, you guys can use sticks. You could use like bendy straws. We just have a few at home, so that's why I'm using that. You could use pipe cleaners, whatever you guys got on hand to use for the stem piece. So I think I'm about done with this. I'm just going to add one more color in, and then I will show you guys the techniques for making the flowers turn rainbow. I mean, you could leave it this way if that is what you want to do, but I like to let the water like mix it around and make some really cool colors. So I'm done with this one now. I just kind of wrote love, smile. I put a triangle on there and some flower designs and shapes. So one technique of doing these, let me get my cookie sheet so it doesn't get on my counter. Let me move this over here. Let me angle you down so you can see the cookie sheet a little bit. There we go. All right, so one technique I like to do is I like to fold it like so. Just fold it as many times as you want. Either way is fine. So like that. Oh, sorry, I have things falling. Alright, so I'm going to just take my water and I'm going to put it on my tray. And then I just like to put the tip right here. Let's see if you guys can see that. And you guys can see the water starting to go up on the coffee filter. Do you see that? It's kind of hard to see. I don't know how well my camera's picking it up, but you can kind of see how the water is. Sorry, my window is like making it really bright. See how, there you go, see, look at that. And then when I have it the way I want it, sometimes you can even do this, just kind of tap off a little bit and like let it turn it over and you can watch more color go through it. See? And then what I like to do is just set this aside on a cookie tray. Or if you guys have a metal cookie rack, you could do that too. I'm just going to use this cookie tray because I used it yesterday for the project. And then I'm going to let it dry. And then when it's all dry, you can make a flower out of it. But I'll show you another technique. If you don't want to use a cup, you can always just use a water spray bottle. So let me just set it here and I'm going to spray it. And you can watch the color move on that one too. See? Alright, I'm going to let those dry, but I'm going to put them up on my counter here. So let me put them up there. But if you don't have a coffee filter, you can always just use a piece of paper like I did and just color it and pretty much do the same thing. But an optional thing you guys can do with when you're making your flower is you can spray it with some perfume. So I'm going to spray mine with just a little perfume just to make it smell pretty. Or you could use cologne if you would like. But I like to do perfume just because it makes it smell a little more like a flower. So I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to cut out my leaves real quick. Okay. I'm going to cut them out, cut them out, cut them out. And you guys can use tape or glue to attach these to your stem. I just find just clear tape is the easiest, but whatever you got on hand will work. You could even use probably washi tape. And then we're going to cut out the last leaf. Alrighty. Okay. And then I'm going to get my straw right here. Straw here. The leaf here. And I'm just going to take a little piece of tape off. And I'm going to put it on my leaf. And then I'm going to just attach it to my stem. Perfect. Got one. Let's do another one. Attach it like so. You can put them as close as you want together, or you don't have to. I mean, it's kind of your flower. You make it how you want it to be. And then all I'm going to do is just pinch here on the flower, like so, and kind of crumble it a little bit. I just need just a little bit of a tip, like right here, to use to attach it to the stem piece. So I'm going to grab a piece of tape. Oops. And I can't wait to see all the different colors you guys have. I just had a few markers on hand, so that's why mine are all purple, but I bet it would be really cool to see some like blue and green and orange. You could probably make all the colors of the rainbow and you could have like a little color flower patch or something. But the nice thing about the bendy straw too is you could either make it stand up straight, or if you want to, you can kind of make it a sad flower or just whatever. But I hope you guys really enjoy making the flowers. I know I did with you, and I can't wait to see your creations. Alright guys, see you later.